What's good, everybody? Hello and welcome. Happy Tuesday to Against the Fence, wherever you know this is the place to be if you're obsessed and passionate about the UFC. This is one fan channel where fan opinions matter most, and we're going to get through a lot of opinions here tonight. 2 shows tonight. We're doing yet another one at 9 p.m. BST as well, breaking down the Aftermath show from UFC 302. But the reason why you're here tonight is because I have got an exclusive piece of information regarding the Conor McGregor situation. This was handed to me this morning. So I cannot wait to share it with you guys. Get yourselves in the chats. Yes, I see you, Thomas Pounds. Bet it moved back a week to give McGregor a week to heal up. Okay, interesting stuff from Thomas. Yes, Cool Smeagol. This is crazy, he says. Ash is in the house. He says, yes, boys. Yes, guys. Get sharing the link, of course. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and get those likes going. So I guess the main question here at the moment, we'll break things down of what we kind of know already. Now, what we know coming back from last night's show, we know that yesterday's press conference was cancelled and Conor McGregor made a statement himself, apologising, but neither he nor did the UFC explained the reasons why. Conor publicly slandered Guinness, the stout company, online in an attempt to get people to buy forged stout. That was kind of a few hours, I think, before the postponement announcement. Then, of course, we also had Ariel yesterday came out and said the fight is 100% still on. But today, the new pieces of things that we found out today on social media, eagle-eyed fans noticed the UFC had pulled down recent YouTube clips of Conor McGregor's fights. And the pay-per-view is no longer on ESPN Plus to pre-order. So well played to the fans out there. But the piece of information that I've got for you guys, the update. Yes, Cool Smeagol, I see you. He said would be hard to do that, Thomas. They already have the arena booked. People bought tickets, and the same arena might already be booked for the next week. So yeah, I think the event, of course, will still go on. But the information that I've received today, hit the like buttons, guys, is Conor McGregor is injured and will be pulling out of this fight. This is something that I've been told by somebody who has connections to SBG in Ireland. So this has kind of been passed down through the grapevine from somebody who trains at the gym down to this other guy who I'm not going to name for various reasons, and then over to me. Whether or not you believe me or not is kind of your choice, of course. Take it as you will, with a pinch of salt, whatever you want. My guess is that if he is injured, he's currently going through the process of being assessed before anything comes out to us guys. And I think the UFC are probably also in the process of finding out a new opponent, perhaps for Chandler, or moving the fight itself to another date and then putting in another main event. So there's a lot to come through. I'm kind of confident that this could be true. From what I've heard, this guy has been pretty solid before when we've talked about various things coming from that camp. Not in terms of like big kind of news type thing, but more or less we've spoken to likes of, I'm not saying this person leaked it out, John Mitchell, who's very close to Conor's camp. This was like two, maybe 3 years ago. So I'm not going to name any names, but I will try and get some more updates from him. He's also said that we could very well get somebody, I don't know if it's the same person or not, who trains at SBG on the channel perhaps. So if I can try and get that nailed in, then of course I will do that. But this is kind of the latest of what I've been given here today. Just to update there that someone close to SBG has revealed that Conor McGregor is injured. So I'm wondering what that injury is going to be at the moment. Few questions. Is it a small injury that could very well mean that the fight gets rescheduled for, say, what have we not got events for? September, October, perhaps. Or if it is a serious injury, do you guys think that perhaps Michael Chandler should now move on from this Conor McGregor fight and maybe perhaps fight somebody else? People, I think somebody posted earlier on Twitter about the idea of Max Holloway against Michael Chandler. I think that would be pretty fun. You know, put the BMF belt on the line as well. Because I think for Chandler, he'd probably not want to kind of give up that opportunity to fight Conor, really, would he? But if you think of things in the long run, if you're Michael Chandler, you go in there, you fight Max Holloway, beat Max Holloway, for example, then you're the BMF champion, and that's a belt to be put on the line when you do eventually fight Conor McGregor. But at the same time, the UFC have also trying to finalise a deal getting Ilia Topuria to fight Max Holloway. So look, I think there's a very slim chance that we see Max Holloway versus Michael Chandler. It's a fun fight. It would be great, but it would mean then where would you go with another event? What would you do with Ilia Topuria? Because I don't, you could do the Volk rematch, but I don't know what the UFC want to do. Mad Stuff Mate says, Ash, user number 2 says broken foot. Maybe. Yes, George Merry, the real George is here, he says. Good man. Like the video. The Marcus Deegan Show says, all speculation MMA media is a joke. You guys hear a rumour and you run with it. Anyone that's close to Conor would never speak on his behalf. So once again, well, look, here's the thing, my man, and look, I appreciate your comment, is we're a fan channel, and if anything comes to us, we're going to talk about it, and we want to talk about it and share it with you guys. We don't necessarily call ourselves journalists. Like I said, you can believe me if you want. I'm just basically reciprocating what has been told to me. So, and I want to give you guys the opportunity to express your opinions on it. If you don't believe it, don't believe it. That's fine. That's totally fine. But this is what we're here for, is opinions. So, thanks for your opinion, buddy. Hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe on the video. George Murray says, great listen whilst I design a kitchen whilst waiting for little one. Cheers, JK. No problem, brother. Yeah, to be honest, George, 9 p.m. Aftermath show tonight, so make sure you're tuning in for that as well, because I've got some really good fights coming up for some of the winners and losers from this past weekend's UFC 302. So make sure you're there. Make sure the notifications are on. And look, 2 shows tonight, guys. This is insane. This is my dedication to bringing you guys some juicy stuff and juicy topics to talk about, really. 2 shows in one night is not... I think I've done it before. I may have done. But yeah, this is just a brief one. So, as I said earlier, someone through the grapevine has said that, from SBG, has said that McGregor is injured. So it would kind of explain it, though, wouldn't it, really? Welcome on in, Osin. Sorry if I've said it wrong, my man. He says, hey, man, is it confirmed that he is 100% injured? Well, it's not completely come out. There's not been an official announcement by the UFC or Conor McGregor's side of things. This is what I'm hearing. So we will wait to find out what's happened. If we are right, then we'll even talk about it even more when it does come out. But if I'm wrong, then of course I'll look a little bit stupid. Fair enough. But at least we've had this time to kind of talk about it and go through it, together, because this is what we're all about. Our fan opinions matter most on this channel. I heard a variety of different rumors. Okay, share with them. Share them with us. What's up, fellas? Says El Capitano. Yes, Raphael. Good to see you in the chats, my man. What do you think? Do you think Conor's injured? Do you believe this source that's come over to me? What do you think? Yes, indeed. Welcome, guys. Hit that like button if you've not done so already. Yeah, okay. This is because what we were kind of saying last night is the whole Guinness situation was quite odd. And I've actually believed at the time that he skipped the press conference for various legal things going on with Forged Stout. But that's, very well might not be the case. I'm not sure, For him to close a press conference down, it would take quite a lot, right? At least it was sort of sorted in advance, preventing people from flying over. But the one thing that really got me today, which is why I think this piece of news is true, is the fact that they've taken down the fights off of their YouTube page, the UFC that is, and ESPN Plus have kind of stopped pre-ordering of the event. I think that was it. Which is very, very odd, right? That would suggest that something serious has happened, and we could very well get a new main event. So, if Conor wasn't injured and was still going to fight, why would they do that? Why would they do that so soon? Because normally these things you'd expect an announcement first before you pull those things down. So it's surely looking very unlikely that he's going to fight. People, I think, I've even said on our Twitter account yesterday, they felt that that Conor, we're not going to see Conor fight, and that's not necessary to say that it's 100%. But Paul says, I heard through a member of staff that he got cut in sparring. Don't know if it's true, but everyone in our area talking about it. There we go. Paul's from Ireland. All right. Paul and I, we've communicated via X in the past. I don't know if do you still use the platform, Paul? I've not seen you on there for a while, and that's coming from Paul. And to be honest, now that Paul said it, kind of makes a lot of sense, right? If it's something like an ACL tear or something like that, we would have known about it, right? We probably would have known about it already. If it's a cut, then I guess there would be a little bit of, can it heal in time sort of thing. We've got a few weeks. How serious is it sort of thing? So I don't know. Ursin says, yeah, I heard he was cut in hard sparring. Yeah. Eesh. Oh, my camera's gone off. Stand by. It's because I forgot to hit the other button. And we're back. We're good. False alarm. So there you go, guys. Those guys who started to obviously question me, by all means, much respect, much love. But if Paul and Usyk are saying the same things, then maybe there is some truth to this, Fingers crossed it's nothing too serious, of course. All right, I'm going to have to wrap this up, guys, in just a sec, because I've got a session myself to go to. Back in the gym, I'm afraid. It's been a while. I too have been trying to recover from an injury, but it's still not completely healing. But we'll get there. That's for another story. Ash says, yes, Paul, welcome back, brother. Oysin says, did you see his Insta post? Is that just now? Is that lately? Oscar Mack, welcome on in. I reckon if it's a cut, they could get Dana's guy to sew it up from the inside like he wanted to do for Charles before Islam rematch. There you go. Yeah, and that could be the reason why we're waiting so long for this. Because if we knew for certain that he would be able to jump back in there, we probably would have known that he was going to still continue to fight. Or no, he was going to get pulled yesterday, sorry. So, yeah, smash that like button. Let's see the Insta post that Usyk was talking about. Interesting timing, he says. I've not really seen this. 3 new posts. Is that with him on the thank you God question mark? Is that the 3 with him with the kids? I don't know what to make of that. Maybe there is a relief, or he's just very blessed for his wife and child, perhaps. Yeah, very cryptic, very interesting. Okay, thanks for that, Usyk. Love that. Just thought it was interesting timing. Yeah, you could be right there. You could be onto something. Yeah, maybe. Because I mean, the guy that I was talking to said originally first... No, the details for this are in the Discord, guys. The screenshot. So do make sure you join the Discord and get in there, because I've also got another piece of information that person sent me. I mean, it's nothing big. It's something that the guy sent me a while back of Conor in some guy's living room. He knows the guy whose house it was, and Conor was absolutely drunk, just kind of like singing with a beer in his hand, and apparently he was absolutely coked up. It's a bad quality video, but you can tell it's definitely Conor. You know, you can spot Conor from a mile off. So that's also in the Discord. So that's just kind of like show you guys, this is kind of my area of trust in this person at the moment. Yeah, let me just bring up my conversation with him earlier. Because originally he said that what he was told, he said the guy said to him that he's pulling out, but then also later on he said to me that if the fight is going well, I've got a training partner of Conor's I can get on your podcast for you if you'd like. I don't cover MMA anymore. So, you know, the fact that he left that there is just to say if the fight is going well. So I guess, you know, it's open to interpretation, really. The fight could very well just get moved a few weeks and that. So, you know, I don't know, mixed things. DRE's back in the house. Yes, my brother. He says, bro, can you please explain what happened to Conor? Yeah, I'll go over it again. Welcome on in if you just joined us. Thank you. But basically, Conor, what I was told today by somebody who's got connections with people at SBG in Ireland, that Conor McGregor is injured and is probably likely to pull out of the fight. But like I said, whether or not you believe me, it's kind of all up to your choice. But I'm guessing he's going through a bit of a process at the moment with the injury before they come out and announce anything, because, you know, they want clarity. This is a big move to pull someone from a card. They need to know from doctors and authorization and everything that he's 100% not going to be able to make it. So, you know, I think, you know, if it is a bad cut and it's likely going to take a little longer to heal, then they will probably have to find a new main event, and it's going to be really tricky, isn't it? It really is. I don't know what could headline it. It's interesting. All right, but that's basically it. That's all I've got time for, guys. Amazing stuff. Thanks for tuning in and bearing with us. Like I said, it's up to you, my man. Conor, going to disappoint everyone. We've got that feeling at the moment. Got that feeling, as I say, probably about 70 to 80% there that I think he's going to pull out. So, yeah, thanks for joining in. Hit that like button. Hit the notifications bell right on our channel. The Aftermath show will be with you in a matter of hours. It's 9 p.m. BST over here in the UK. You do the maths over in the US, guys. Let me just get it up quickly. 4 p.m. Eastern time and 1 p.m. Pacific time. We'll break down all the events and recapping things from UFC 302, go through some future matchups for the winners and losers, and discuss whether or not Islam Makhachev will become a double champion in the future, and what's next for Dustin Poirier. Do we think he's going to retire, or do we think he's got maybe one left in the tank? So make sure you stick around for that. Lots to get through, big show, and we'll rest up, get some food, and we'll speak to you in a bit. Ciao for now, guys. Much love.